Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 166 for Sunday, June 28th, 2009. Hello everybody, I just wanted to say, as I always do, thank you for the questions that I am receiving from you guys. Please keep submitting some more. I'm probably only going to be bothering you in another few episodes to do it. And then I'll make my video, and then you guys can get all those questions answered that you wanted. So if you haven't yet, message me, comment them below. I would love to receive any and all questions you guys have for me. The film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is The International. This film is directed by Tom Tykwer. I think it's Tykwer. He also directed Run Lola Run, which is a movie that I enjoy quite a bit. It stars Clive Owen and Naomi Watts, and The International is basically about a bunch of crazy international espionage law stuff. It's basically dealing with Clive Owen works for Interpol, Naomi Watts is like an attorney, I think, and it deals with the IBBC, which is basically this huge bank of Bureau of Bank and Credit. I'm not positive if I'm doing that right, but basically kind of I guess a thinking man's corporate espionage thriller ensues. I don't really know how to describe this movie. The International, if you can't tell already, was very weird for me to watch because I think it starts off with a bang. The intro is basically Clive Owen witnessing this guy die in the street, and I'm not going to ruin how even though it happens in the very beginning, I don't want to spoil it for people, but it's pretty shocking imagery what they show in the very beginning, and it cuts to black like immediately, and it just says The International, no music, just dead silence, and if I remember correctly, it goes from being like really loud to like really silent. Really grabs your attention and hooks you in there. There's also this shootout that takes place in the Guggenheim probably halfway through the film, which is awesome to me. I think it's done very realistically too. People have to reload a lot, and people are missing all the time. Not just bad guys, but Clive Owen as well. And it's just a nice little setting for a shootout. I've never really seen anything done quite like that. But everything else about this movie is pretty blasé to me. I think the big problem that I have with The International is that they use a lot of jargon that I think that average moviegoers, like most people out there, and I would even classify myself in this category, aren't going to follow and aren't going to understand. And even if they are following and understanding it, I don't think they're going to care. The plot is really complicated. I probably don't understand some of the stuff that happens in this film. Not because I can't understand it, but simply because everything that they're talking about is in all this crazy law jargon, and I just don't care. My brain tunes out when I hear that type of stuff. And I think that's the big problem with the film. And because of this, a lot of the scenes were very boring for me. I was watching it like hoping, it's like, come on, I need something to happen here besides just them talking about the bank and credit and all this sort of thing. So I think that people that are renting The International should know that it's not going to be a shoot-'em-up Clive Owen film. It's going to be a lot of talking. There's going to be a few scenes that are pretty awesome with action. But for the most part, there's a lot of dialogue, and a lot of dialogue that I personally could have cared less about. Just wasn't really a big fan of this movie at all. I give The International a 2 out of 5. I don't really recommend it to people that have been curious about it. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, the international law and like how that sort of stuff is going to work, maybe you'll enjoy it. But I would just say skip it entirely. Go rent Shoot 'em Up. Some solid action. It's good, cheesy fun. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.